Something I really noticed when I was in Nigeria is the insecurity. And I mean that on a spiritual level, where there's just a lot of distrust. Like, there's a constant mythology and story about danger and witchcraft and like the ghost in the corner, and be distrustful of everybody. Don't trust anybody. Everybody's out here to scam you. Everybody's out here to get you. And on some level, there is truth to that. And I can respect the truth to that there are times and stories where people were scammed and taken advantage of and killed. Like, it's definitely real. But at the same time, I feel like that can put you in a place of fear, and it keeps you kind of down there. And it's like, you cannot actually grow if you have this level of distrust for each other. Money is another word for trust. Faith is another word for trust. That is what makes the world go round. That is what gives something value or not. The American dollar is literally pixie dust and snowflakes. Like, this is how real the American dollar is. And it's nothing, but it is trust. We trust that it has value. We believe it has value, and therefore it does. But if you have an entire culture that is distrustful and insecure, and everyone has fear over each other, and we can't collaborate because we have so much fear, then we will quite literally never rise. And I feel like that's a spiritual thing that we have to kind of overcome. And I do believe the antidote to fear is knowledge, because when you're in fear, when you're in ignorance, the whole world is very terrifying, and you're in darkness, spiritual darkness. You're just wandering around and you're afraid. But when you are illuminated, when you have knowledge, then the world becomes a lot less scary, because you can see where you're going. You understand what's going on. You know how it's easily manipulated and controlled. So I do think, I'm excited for knowledge to spread in Nigeria. I do feel like the social media and the internet is an amazing tool for that. Reading books. But first, we really do need to decolonize our mind, because I do feel like that's a huge part of it. And I do feel like me coming to Canada, I had two options. I could have gone two ways. I could have gone all the way into colonization, believed the lie, try to assimilate to this culture, white culture, be the model minority, and, try to gain all the spoils of white supremacy. I could have, would have, maybe should have. No, because I understand kind of like the revelation that Moses had, that he was in Pharaoh's courts. He was in the castle. He had all the riches of Egypt. And then he looked upon his people and saw their poverty, saw their slavery, and felt he had a call to do something about it. And that's personally how I feel in this life, that I do have a call to do something about my people, and that it's actually my responsibility, because I'm so privileged. I'm so privileged, and it's on no merit of my own. And I think that's a problem sometimes with white supremacy, that you genuinely believe you merited your life, but it's like, I know for a fact I did not merit my position, my luxury, my comforts. And from this position, I actually have all the power and ability to do something about what's going on over there, because it's really a mental game. None but ourselves can free our mind. I can't also blame Africans completely for their situation, because when you are in survival mode, when you are just trying to make it to the next day, I know what that feels like, because me and my family were in survival mode for the first 15 years we were in Canada, trying to get established, trying to get our foot, trying to just like have some breathing room, you know what I mean? And I know what survival mode looks like. I know what it feels like. And you can't properly plan for a future in that modality, and I want to bring us out of that. And, even though everyone's so nice and everyone's so amazing, and I feel like everyone's for the most part doing okay, I do understand that there's something way deeper and spiritual going on. And I just believe in my heart that we deserve more, we deserve better.